And welcome back. And we're keeping the conversation going in the health route as we are now joined by internist Dr. Fernando Cuellar as we talk about the state of kidney disease and dialysis care in Belize. Good morning.
Good morning, guys, and thanks for having me once again.
No, it's always nice to have your partner, like your shirt too.
I feel like I'm a part of the furniture.
But let's jump on into it. You know, one of the things that we're not cognizant of, especially as Belizeans, our health. Right. We don't pay much mind to it. Or one of the things we do is that we go and we see the doctor when we feel that something is wrong. When this shouldn't be the case. Well, let's jump on into the kidney disease. What is kidney disease?
Well, you started with that broad topic of health, no? But quickly I put my 2 cents there and said, everybody need one annual checkup.
Yes.
Feel good or not feel good. Everybody from your band to your 101, okay? You go in just to get checked. And hopefully so you could pick up things before they happen.
Yeah.
But kidney disease, pretty much, you've been hearing about it a lot.
Yes.
And especially they got a fancy word I think sometimes when people they know for spell, dialysis. Okay, they ain't say hemodialysis, they say dialysis. And unfortunately, I think overall, we, including myself and the colleagues and the physicians and the association, have approached it not the correct way, not the best way. Okay, it should be done differently. It should be done more comprehensively. And I just want to explain quickly when it comes to kidney failure.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 2 types of kidney failure. You got the acute type, which happen now. Boom, I know like you, I shoot you, I damage your kidney start to fail. Or you bleed out and your kidney suffer. Okay, that's an acute condition, that's an acute kidney failure.
Which means what?
Well, that means that I could help your kidney till it recover. Okay, so you get shot, you bleed out all your blood almost, your kidney won't be one of the first organs to suffer. So you're going to failure. But whilst you're in a failure, I could do things like dialysis and your kidney recover back. That like you broke your hand, your bone, you put it in a cast till the bone heals and you take off your cast and you're good. The same thing with acute kidney failure. You do that and you recover back to normal. You could actually recover your kidney.
So it's a short-term measure.
Short-term and recoverable.
Okay.
Okay, you could recover from it. That's acute. The one where they power nerves, that the chronic one, that the one where deliver over a certain period of time. Say, for example, from sugar, from high blood pressure, from medication, slowly your kidney start to deteriorate, start to malfunction. You get to the point where it can't recover again. So it stops working. It stops working. It malfunctions. So, and that, unfortunately, that the one where, because it don't recover again, you need for that something for keep you alive, for substitute the function of the kidney. And that's the way you hear so much about this hemodialysis. And again, hemodialysis, that basically then put one tube in one of your big vein, okay, one catheter, and it connected to a machine, and the machine have one couple of things there where clean the blood.
Which is what the kidney would naturally do.
So it clean the blood and then it put back the blood in there. So you put dirty blood in there, okay, you clean it and you put it back in there. And that you need sometimes 2 or 3 times a week.
Because the kidney does it because the kidney does it every day.
Every day, all day long. All day long.
That's its job.
That's for its job. The kidney and the liver, they're like the scavengers basically your body. Get rid of the toxins. So I think we're not useful to the body. Now, what has happened is that you only talk about the hemodialysis part. They got another type of dialysis called peritoneal analysis, okay? Where, thank God, we got, not because you got bigger belly, mean you got bigger membrane, but our abdominal cavity, our belly, our organs in the belly is covered with one membrane called the peritoneum. And that could serve as one thing where you put in a certain fluid, you left it in a few hours, okay? The transfer happen of the toxins, and then you let out the water again, okay? That is a number one, and this is the big thing, far cheaper, less expensive, okay? Short term and medium term, so people save money, everybody save money. A more physiological, meaning that they do things slower. The body not have to go through and all that. trauma for as the hemodialysis sometimes can happen. Third, the person could live one more normal life. Why? Because he could do it home. Do it right at your house. He could do it in the morning before he go to work. He could do it during lunch hour, go home, and he could do it at night, 3 or 4 times a day. And you won't know this person have kidney failure. Because the lead tube, the lead catheter, where you do it, they're on your belly, under your shirt, under your clothes, and nobody know you do peritoneal dialysis.
Why is this not a more sought after solution?
Very good question. That's a $1 million question. And I got some choice words that I want to say right now on TV, but I can't do it, okay? But what we need to do, and I understand even Cabinet had a part of the agenda yesterday to talk about hemodialysis, and I actually called one of the ministers and said, please, I want to try solve this thing the comprehensive, proper way. We need to get one task force. I know we got fancy words, so let's get a task force, a committee going, okay? Where we got different people who are involved in this. From the person suffering with the disease to doctors like ourselves from the Medical and Dental Association. They got the Kidney Association. They got the politicians. They got
the diabetes.
They got like people for Stone Dog from where you could pull from. 12 members and say, you know what, this is what we need to do. How much people we need that? How much people need kidney for get help? You hear some numbers wrong, sure. Maybe 150 people, okay? You could start to think, okay, if this is 2018, we got 150, maybe by next 10 years, we got another 100. Okay, so you plan for that, okay? But you start to discuss the thing about peritoneal dialysis. I bet you, as we're speaking today, out of that 150 people we need hemodialysis, at least 150 of them could qualify for peritoneal dialysis.
I was going to ask that.
Without any bad science I do. Okay?
So for long term, that the people who depend on dialysis to live, right, hemodialysis to live, they all can do peritoneal dialysis, or are there certain candidates
there
that
are certain
can?
Candidates, not all
What are the requirements?
For
What's
example,
the difference?
if you had one abdominal surgery already, okay, if you had one surgery on your belly already where you got scar tissue, that might not make you the best candidate for the peritoneal, okay? But I have seen, for example, in Mexico where the vast majority of people depend on this type of dialysis, okay? Because it's cheaper, people live better, okay?
When you say cheaper, what's the difference in the cost? One dialysis is like 300.
I could bet you spend estimate. 1/3 of what you spend.
Wow, that's
easily.
That's
okay?
a lot less.
People got it home. You have heard, you need a certain amount of education and smart. No, I see people get trained when they don't know for read and write for do this thing. Because easy for them.
Easy, but
Picnic do it.
Wow.
Okay? Old people do it. Okay? And if the old person, I have actually say blind, people get it done at home. Whether in loved ones at home, do it for them. Okay? So that we need. But the dialysis part is just part of the thing. We talk about patients with kidney failure. So we need to have trained personnel. We don't got no nephrologists. We don't got no kidney specialists that Belize, born and bred Belizean. So we need for hurry say, you know what? How much we need for the country over for the next? We need say, I want to throw out a number quick, fast, and hurry. We need 2 right now. Send them this year, next year. Check with Mexico, check with Cuba, check with whoever you want. Check. Listen, but I need 2 nephrologists, born and bred Belizean, like yesterday. Train them quick. I know we got smart, young general practitioners for qualify for the thing. But we need 6 down the road. So we do 2 now, we do 2 in the next year. By the time next year, we got 6 nephrologists, 2 for service, down here the city, 2 for service north, 2 for service west, 2 for service south. Okay, we need nurses, okay? We're trained for kidney patients, not for push button power league machine. We need that kind of thing. People with kidney disease need special medication. Okay, we need to have that there. Poor people right now, they got a dialysis, but they don't got the proper doctor for the take care of it. They don't got the correct access to medication. So definitely we have to have that holistic approach. Okay.
Now, I'm trying to understand this, because if I'm diagnosed with kidney failure, if I had diabetes and whatever the circumstances are, it led to kidney failure. Why is this not offered as an option? Because then technically the blame goes back to the doctors who are not saying, perhaps we should look at peritoneal dialysis before I hook you up to a machine.
Granted, for not throw a finger about nobody, we can take the blame for some of us, okay? Right? Yeah.
No, but I mean, is it because we don't have the option
because
here?
We don't got people with talk out. People were afraid. Okay? If I start to talk like I did criticize government, boy, Cuellar, that UDP, who in the government right now? UDP? Boy, Cuellar, PUP. If I do it through the PUP, boy, you know how this thing go.
Yeah.
So a lot of my colleagues, they must better behave than me.
Yeah.
And they keep their mouth shut. And no one got in no controversy. Okay? Even the Kidney Association, you could say, listen, then people know about why they talk about peritoneal dialysis. Okay? You have people like one standalone person, I think, have been doing good work in the whole Nurse Act. I think that she should also they push for more things.
Yeah.
But now I say something. This hemodialysis business, that one money generating thing.
Well, I wanted to know, why is it so expensive?
That's why he in the top front for talk about.
Why is it so expensive?
You hear about government set aside $2.8 million, or I don't know what the figure exactly, but money there for make.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go talk more about that.
It is an expensive venture, and I mean, listen, not even from the receiving end. The very real and sad situation of people with kidney failure in this country is one that I think is only just starting to come to light. It's been that way for a while, where people are waiting for a person to die
I
to
disagree.
get on the miniature
Right there,
health
I disagree.
regime.
You remember the man Cruz?
Yes.
How long he in the boat? Holding in
But
a wheelchair.
since
Not at
then-
least 10 years now.
But since
That
then,
poor man, you say,
there's been a
They cry
enhanced...
for better service.
Yeah, but since then,
So they're not
there's
just
been
2
an
years ago.
enhanced Ministry of Health regime where people can access dialysis treatment. But what I'm saying is that had its limitations as well. So it has been going on for a very long time. My point is, though, that people literally are bargaining with their health.
Yes.
You have 3 sessions that you need to clean your blood, like you
week.
clearly put it.
Even that one put in a point.
And-
This thing about dialysis, they're not a kitchen recipe. Okay? Kitchen recipe tell you for make Corel broth, you put in so much flour. This not work like that. Not everybody have the same requirements.
Okay.
Some people need 3, some people need 2. So you can't say we need 3.
But
week,
some
per
people
week.
can only
Most, yes.
afford 1.
Exactly.
And so they bargain as to when will the best time be for me to get my dialysis, because that will keep me functioning. So what I'm saying is people are literally out here bargaining for their health down
Or
to the
praying
last
somebody dead and drop off on the
dime.
list.
So,
Then they go sleep
they
in
could-
the list. Not that crazy, this one.
That's where we are
okay, so take me back to the beginning, because I've never understood why dialysis is so expensive. That's not a knowledge I haven't been able. You can tell me maybe as an internist, why is it so costly?
I think it's costly. I mean, you need one fancy machine.
Yeah.
You need materials.
Yeah.
You need the human resource. So per session, you could easily understand how this thing will cost between $200 to $300 Belize
per session.
per session, whether like 4 hours. So the use of the machine, the electricity, the certain liquid that you use to clean the blood, even the lead things, them. When you add it up, I could say you could get wrong then kind of numbers. So they're not like, then they make up the numbers. That's the way it actually
Okay.
costs. But my thing is that most of the, or some of the people could benefit from the other type of dialysis.
The other type.
We have to approach it more comprehensively. Let's form a task force. Let's have the terms of reference to say, you know what, this is the way we need for those who we know. Next 2-3 years, we're not here, nothing kind of quarrel.
Yeah.
Okay?
But let's go all the way back, because we're talking about this thing, but we're not talking about what caused chronic kidney disease.
Right.
So what kind of lifestyle people with certain lifestyle would eventually put that on themselves? Like I mentioned to you at the start, we don't even think about these things while we feel so good. So what kind of lifestyle lead up to chronic kidney
Boy,
disease?
I think that's an excellent question, very good, because most of these conditions are preventable to a large extent. If you got sugar, make sure you control your sugar. If not, you are running into trouble. Not only with your kidney, with your eye, with all kind of thing. If you got pressure, make sure you get your pressure controlled. If you're fat, overweight, obese, whatever you want to call it, make sure you try to come down to your correct weight. Make sure you take care of yourself to prevent it, because it's preventable to a large extent. Now, all of them, got people who are born with genetics, we have like polycystic kidneys, well, and leaf fancy thing, where say eventually your kidney going bad, no care what you do. And you know another big thing, where might sound like Star Wars, I believe right now, kidney transplant. Okay? Maybe at Mexico, they did kidney transplant almost 50 years ago.
But
we did like 50 years behind. Okay?
And then
And this is a part of what we don't have with the conversation. When a person has kidney failure, dialysis keeps them alive.
Right.
but in other countries, it's working towards a kidney transplant
Exactly.
because it's not sustainable to be on dialysis for the rest of your
It's
life.
cheaper for transplant on kidney. Okay? As a matter of fact, it's so cheap that our business. In Mexico, you wake up next morning, they kidnap you, wake up next morning, you're going to scar you, you're going to kidney, that's gone. Okay? But we got big families, so John must have one brother and cousin where he got compatible kidney.
Match, yeah.
And we could work out deals with other places like Maryland and say, you know what, I want guarantee you one 5 patients for kidney transplant per year. Give me a nice price on this, okay? And then we are sending out for it. The only thing, and even improve so much because back in the days when kidney transplant may start, the big problem that for take medication so that you don't reject your kidney.
Yes, which was also very expensive.
Which was super expensive. Now that has also improved greatly.
Yeah.
So instead of the poor people who take 15 pills a day.
And it was almost like 10,000 a month for the pills.
1 or 2 pills.
What?
And you're cool now. You don't have to. You don't have to go through that. We got one Belize boy where they do kidney transplant training right now, and hopefully he could start one program when he come back.
Yeah.
Dr. Simmons.
So take me back to the peritoneal dialysis. Your point is that we are looking at the most expensive option, and it is something that is being looked at by the Ministry of Health because there's a demand for it. When peritoneal dialysis may be where we may better be able to serve more people.
Exactly. And that is just the dialysis
is required?
Remember, I know why we lose sight of this bigger picture. Okay? Forget personal training. Forget the correct medication. For take care of that person with kidney disease in the best way possible. The dialysis, either hemodialysis or peritoneal dialysis. The people who sell the liquid for the peritoneal dialysis, like Baxter, when I used to do a Mexican body workout deals, easy man.
Yeah.
I want to send you a Baxter 8 bag at cost price. And it's much more affordable.
Now, who needs to be able to administer? What is the difference here? So dialysis, I know you go in and you have to get the treatment done. Sometimes you need to get blood, you need to be up to par in your health. What are the requirements for peritoneal?
Peritoneal, you need one tube, one catheter when I insert. You have to have, the general surgeons usually could do it, but it is helpful. They can go to only extra training just for learn to do it. Super, then put it in your belly under your skin. Okay, that comes to one connection. Then you got a bag will look like one drip. It actually look like one drip where you connect it, put it in, put the water in your belly, you chill out, you watch your TV, you read, you do your laptop, make it there 1 2 hours, and then okay, 2 hours up, disconnect and make that water come out.
And that is the replacement of a regular dialysis treatment?
And that is the replacement of hemodialysis.
Of hemodialysis treatment. This is interesting.
Very much.
So,
and that's why I don't mind contact about anything because people, hear about it. And I'm also disappointed in the governments. Okay?
All the S's.
All S's. Because, good God, this place, you talk about one thing and you're getting in trouble. But in the past, nobody has actually developed.
You know, while you're talking about it, it was actually on the screen. I don't know if you could put it, please put it back up, because it was on the screen, the same situation we're talking about.
The peritoneal.
Yes. It seems, there we go, it's on the screen, and it seems to be, like you mentioned, a very, very easier situation to deal with.
Low technology.
Can I ask though,
low technology.
The difference with doing treatment at home versus in a hospital is the risk of infection.
Yes. And that's one of the biggest training for this, because the person will do it, that's the key point. You learn to do it in a sterile circumstances. I remember when we used to go to the poor people in Mexico where they got dirt flow. Okay, not got bowl flow, got dirt flow, and I say, this one look tricky. How we are getting people permission for do it home? But you teach them for do it the proper way, and then cool.
They're okay. Wow.
So you have reached out to people that you know. We know that you have an extensive reach in the medical circle to try to get other doctors and the Ministry of Health to look at this as one option. How effective have you been?
I'm not sure. I just really started to make noises here about this. So I want to take blame to that why I never more vocal before. Yeah. But we got government, then we got government in waiting when you forget involved. Then we got the NGOs like the Kidney Association. We got the Belize Medical Anton. We need businessmen and all in there, okay? Because they need for them manage things too. So we need all of that. Sometimes we could sound fancy when we talk about medical part, but you need like one managerial skills too. So we need one good task force for look on it comprehensively. We need training, okay? Oh, the mix, we don't got one nephrologist. We got Dr. Hideaway call like once every 3 months, but not enough service, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you lead to saying that $1, but we need, and you know much general practitioners will have to wait for opportunities to go study mebal. Okay? The list is long. You know how much nurse they wait for father then career. The list is long.
Yeah.
We need technicians. Shucks, I even forget the technicians. Okay, you see that's why you don't need 1 man for do this thing. You need one task force so that we got this comprehensive plan. Okay, and we need the government, this local government, because the experience I've had that when somebody do something, when the next one come in, oh that no work, that just because the next one had the idea. But we need the involvement, so put them in one time so that they can come afterwards and say, you know what, we never involved, so we don't agree with.
So if I am a person on dialysis right now and I'm watching this and I know the struggles I face in trying to find that 300 or 200 to get my treatment, where do I go to now look at access for peritoneal dialysis, where perhaps it's never been recommended to me?
Exactly. I guess everybody where they do hemodialysis attached to 1 or 2 of the different centers. I mean, you got it, Nurse Hack, a good resource person. She know about anything. She could direct. She could tell you, okay, with this, you don't want a candidate or anything, you're not a good candidate for it. Make the surgeon put in the thing, teach you for it. But yeah, still right now, what I do haphazardly if we not do it structured, okay? But yeah, save with money, save lives long term.
All right, and as you said before, though, the major part is prevention, not getting to the point of kidney failure.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anything we can do to keep optimum kidney health?
Drink a lot of water. God-given water.
Coconut water.
That are the best. When your kidney say to drink water, he smile. That's the way like.
All right. Well, thank you for coming in and shedding light on this issue. You're very right. I think in conversations of kidney failure, the mention of peritoneal dialysis has not been a part of the conversation, and so obviously this was why you wanted to bring it out today.
Definitely.
Thank you. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we'll be talking to the representatives of the Department of Youth Services about the National Youth Awards, so stay tuned.